Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you from West Mifflin High School. The OLSH Sports Network live for continuing coverage of 2024 Charger baseball as the Chargers look to punch their ticket to the WPIAL Championship this afternoon against the Seton LaSalle Rebels. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside Austin Hanson for today's broadcast. And a former Charger has a lot of rooting interest beyond just being a Charger alumni. You got little bro out there, Austin. I'm excited for this one. I can only imagine what this feels like for you watching the Chargers trying to get back to the WPIAL Championship for just the second time in school history.
Man, it's a great feeling. I love my brother, obviously, close with a lot of other guys on the team. Definitely a special thing for me to be here, being able to announce tonight. Thank you, Fargo, for the opportunity. And, you know, these boys been working hard all year, and you fight for the glory in May, and here we are in the semifinals.
Here we are indeed. We'll take a look at the lineups for the Chargers. It's Brandon Brazel leading things off. He'll be behind the ditch. Gino Williams bats second at shortstop. Second baseman Brady Brazel in the third spot, followed by third baseman Sean Hudak, who will clean things up for the Chargers. Isaiah Schultz, he gets the nod on the mound and bats in the 5 spot. Quinn Santelli, he moves up in the order. He bats there and then will play at first base, something to keep an eye out. His first start at first base, I believe, of the season, followed by Anthony Hanson out in center field. Van Caval's DHing for Braden Wentling out in right field, and Owen Minzer out in left. So the Chargers starting lineup, of course, they are the home team, being the higher seed, the number 2 seed of this WPIAL playoff, and taking on the Seton LaSalle team, Austin, that they took care of twice, and that could do 2 things. It could build confidence going into this game, but also can make you a little bit easy, and maybe sometimes for the other team, it's tough to beat a team 3 times, as the old saying goes.
It is tough to beat a team 3 times, but Coach McCarron and the guys are keeping the boys together, keeping focused, the task at hand. We're winning today. The last 2 wins don't mean anything today.
All right, Mike Todd will stand into the right-hander's batter's box and get things rolling here in the WPIAL semifinal for an all-expenses-paid trip to Wild Things Park in the 2A championship game. Schultz, the lefty, sets and throws, and he takes ball 1. Does Mike Todd, the starting center fielder for Seton LaSalle.
Late call came in. That was actually a strike.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was low in the zone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one, same place, different result, 1-1. Third pitch of the ball game, taken to second base. Up with it is Brazel over to Quinn Santelli at first, and Quinn looks good out there at first base. Obviously, nursing a little bit of an arm injury, pitching yesterday. Don't want to test it out in the outfield, so he gets the start at first base.
Always great to get the lead off there, put it off there, get a little confidence there from Quinn. Brady did a good job staying down the ball.
Here's Gino Lanero. Takes a cold strike inside. Lanero looks back at the umpire like he was confused. Gino Lanero is the WPIAL batting champion, all classifications, batting over 600 on the season, and he takes way upstairs in the attic for ball 1. It's 1-1.
He's definitely a guy you want to be careful with at the same time. A lot of confidence in his stuff here.
1 pitch. Breaking pitch, and Lanero becomes a spectator. Got to watch the ladies up at the tent here at West Mifflin. Don't charge him for watching. It'll be 1-2. All of the turf, count evens. And we were talking more about confidence, Austin. Isaiah took care of Seton LaSalle earlier in the season at Seton LaSalle. It got to do a lot for the juniors' confidence.
It does. We'll keep that in the back of his mind today.
This pitch just swung on to third. Weekly, Hudak up with it onto first, and Santelli 2 away.
There we go. 2 guys down, 2 ground balls. Stay down on the ball both times.
See how I said about bouncing one every now and again? It's all a mind game. Always watching.
Lanero's one of those guys that's really hard to strike out. He always tries to put the ball in front of there with 2 strikes. So it's good there to he's making you make a play. We got the play.
Coming to you from the Charger dugout, so we apologize if you hear some extra chatter today. Pretty full house on the broadcasting side of things. As a cold strike to Josh Burkholder. starting shortstop. This one is chopped, charging is Hudak, up with it on to first, and they say Burkholder beat it out down the line.
That's a close play there, a bang play. Hudak did a good job coming over through the ball.
It's an infield single on the rolling here. It'll be Mark Weber to the plate.
The big thing here is remember that no damage is done by that infield hit. We have the cleanup out here, focus on him getting out here right at the first inning.
Yeah, 2 away here at the top of the first inning. Pitch is headed towards foul territory, will stay in the yard, but Santelli can't chase it down. A lot of foul territory. The Chargers found that out a hard way in a playoff game against the Jeanette Jayhawks a handful of years ago here at this field.
It's something that you're not always used to. Coming from a 2A school, you know, sometimes the fields are a little bit smaller. I mean, we've seen on back-to-back days yesterday at Seneca Valley was twice the amount of room here in foul, and there's a lot of room here today.
There's the pitch from Schultz, grounded to second. Brazil on the underhand to get the force out and retire the side. Gino Williams secures it with the glove, and one hit comes for the Rebels, but they can do nothing with it through a half an inning. It's Seton LaSalle nothing, of the Chargers first at bat when we come back here on the OLSH Sports Network. And we welcome you back here to West Mifflin, where it is the Chargers' first time swinging the sticks. WPIL semifinals. Chargers took down the Rebels twice in the regular season, won the section title. First time since it was a tri-section championship back in 2021. And the Chargers will face Gio Linero, right-hander. Mentioned he was the batting title champion, also a pretty good right-hander. And he'll go against Brandon Brazell to lead things off. Chargers were really on top of Linero when they faced off earlier this year.
They were. They made him work. They made him go through his pitches. And that's the big thing with him, through my experience with him, is make him third pitches. You know, he's gonna have some heat behind his ball, but the big thing here is finding your pitch, because it's not always going to be in the zone every time.
Here's Charger catcher and senior Brandon Brazell standing into the batter's box. First pitch called the strike right down the middle from Linero. No ball, one strike pitch. Fouled back right to the screen. And Linero gets in front of Brazell quickly 0-2.
Brazell here, similar to Linero, we talked about in the first half of this inning. Hard guy to strike out. He's going to battle here.
And it hits him, plunks him in the back. And Linero kicks the mound in frustration. The Chargers have one aboard.
And that's a great break there. You feel the energy from everyone. when it came out, no complaining from him. He'll take a free base any day.
No, I mean, you know, the old adage goes, best person to hit or the worst person, depending on which side of the ledger you're on, is the catcher, because they're used to it so much.
Exactly, especially him too. Middle linebacker, he's used to getting it.
Gino Williams to the plate with a runner on and nobody out here at the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Williams thought about it, pulled it back. They're going to check. The umpire down the first base line agrees. He did not go. It's 1-0. Pitch inside. It got real quiet here at West Mifflin, waiting for the umpire in his light blue to make a call. Finally does. Ball 2. 2-0 to Williams. And this one's in the turf. 3-0. So after a hits batsman, Linero in his own head here.
Like I was saying earlier, you make him make you a good pitch, and you find it there.
Here's a 3-0 pitch, taking all the way Williams. And there's a call on the inside corner, 3-1.
3-1 count, nothing better. This is a hitter's count here. Gino's going to be locking in at one spot. If he sees it, he's sending it to the fence.
3-1 pitch. It's ball 4. Another free pass issued. And Linero has been in the giving moon here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 free passes to start things.
First 2 guys on. Coming here with a 3-0 hitter. Brady.
Couldn't have drew this up much better for the bottom of the first inning for the Chargers.
We'll take it.
And here's Brady Brazell. Ball inside. Brazell, the Chargers' best bat with runners in scoring position this season. He takes this one out of play, and it ends up in the softball field behind us.
Big thing here for Brady is, you know, with Linero's bringing in the heat, but the important thing is there's no outs, and there's 2 guys on. If he could control his hands, nice simple swing the other way, not only will that score the brother from second, but now advance Williams to third.
Eric White, the freshman catcher, went out to talk to Linero and try to settle his man down as Linero steps off the mound again, and Brazell returns the favorite, stepping out of the right-hander's batter's box. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the first inning. Chargers issued a hit by a pitch and a walk, and the first pitch is in the turf, the second pitch in the turf for ball 2. It's 2-1, I beg your pardon, on Brady Brazell here. After that foul and then quite a bit of time between pitches there. Now Linero quickly toes the rubber and sets to throw the 2-1 pitch, and he swings at it, hacking at ball 3, 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike pitch with 2 on. Linero deals. It's ball 3, and runners are going to move up 90 feet apiece on the wild pitch from Linero that got past Eric White. And you know, another thought about the games earlier this year, Austin, is they don't have a backstop. This is a huge backstop.
I mean, this is about, wow, I mean, it's a big backstop. Not even close to anything they've seen all year long. We got a 3-2 pitch here.
Second and third, and just the tip of the bat for Brazell to stay alive at 3-2.
That's a good battle, good approach. We got 2 runners in scoring position with no outs here.
Another payoff pitch coming from Linero to Brady Brazell. Runners at second and third. Oh, and a swinging strike 3. Ball inside, and at the very last moment, Brady swung at that one. He almost might have swung at that one as it was hitting the mitt.
Yeah, he was a little late on it. But that's okay. It's a quality at bat. It's something you can't be super upset about. And now we got the team leader in RBIs coming up with 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, you talk about a guy that's timely with his hits. Sean Hudak has done that again and again and again this season. And here he is with runners in scoring position. And to your point, Austin, a productive out moving those guys over. This pitch grounded to short. Runners charging home. They'll throw to first to get the out, and an RBI for Sean Hudak. The Chargers have a 1-0 lead here in the first inning.
That's a perfect example of knowing your job. Sean does a great job shortening up, putting the ball in play. And with 1 out there, all you got to do is put the ball in play, and looking for a run there is pretty high.
The shortstop for the Rebels, Roman Lanero, or I beg your pardon, Josh Burkholder. He looked in disgust watching the runner cross the plate as this one is grounded to short. Isaiah Schultz on the run, pulled off the bag, he's safe! And the runners will be safe at the corner, still with 2 outs, as Isaiah Schultz took the first pitch he saw.
Come on, Quinn.
Running out of the box there is day, and it's very important there. He's our pitcher today, but he's also he's proven that he could run the bases.
So here's Quinn Santelli, and Quinn in what will go down as one of the most epic and hard plays in sequences of plays yesterday. I'm acting as if it happened a while ago. Just happened last night. Going down with an injury, making a huge play to get themselves out of an inning, going into the bottom of the 7th, being the second batter of that inning, ending up getting the single that ends up being the game-winning run with Bruno Williams, singles him in. 1-0 pitch, swinging through that one is Santelli, and it's 1-1.
You know, Santelli's a tough kid. He's been through a lot in his high school career, and he continues to find a way to make a difference. Now 1-1 with 2 outs and the runners on the corners. Be interesting to see what Coach McCarron has here.
Santelli pops this one up. Right fielder calling for it, ranging underneath it. It'll make the catch. But the Chargers make the Rebels pay for that leadoff hits batsman. He comes in to score, and after 1 full, it's Chargers 1, Rebels nothing. It's the WPIAL semifinals presented by the Pittsburgh Pirates here on the OLSH Sports Network. And we'll welcome you back here to West Mifflin. Get your Charger essentials at OLSHgear.com. Anything from t-shirts, pajama pants to hats, we got you covered. Gear up with the latest Charger fashion to support your favorite teams at OLSHgear.com. I know you were eyeing up those pajama pants, Austin.
No, I actually got a pair at home.
And so on a pretty windy day, I think we're in a little bit of a wind tunnel. You're probably picking that up on our mics.
Yeah, definitely not in the greatest spot tonight, but hey, it's a baseball game, semifinals.
Beautiful weather.
Beautiful sun out. We got a little shade over here.
We do. We got the advantage of the shade. And I'll also point out, we were talking about this field here at West Mifflin. A little bit of an advantage for Seton LaSalle. They played here last night.
They did.
That's certainly an advantage of getting the feel of the area, but through one inning hasn't mattered much.
It hasn't mattered much, but definitely having a game before is an advantage for most of the guys on the field. Probably haven't played this field this week, and it's just simple things to see. Being able to read the tone, some comfortable in the dugout. Small things like that make a big difference.
Here's Connor Rother, right fielder for the Rebels, takes the first pitch he sees. It skies it up. Santelli in foul territory, just on the outfield grass. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. An effective first pitch there from Isaiah Schultz.
That's a great play there by Quinn. First bases, and not a position that he's the most familiar with, traditionally an outfielder or a pitcher. Being able to turn his hips there, same form as he would in the outfield, and get underneath the ball and come through it.
Well, and a big part of that is also the not as much availability of Van Cables being sick the last 2 days. He is still in the lineup, but going to not have him out there baking.
Correct.
Especially on this 80-degree day. There's a cold strike to Roman Lanero, the second baseman for the Rebels. Count goes to 0-2 on the lefty. Lefty versus lefty here. Breaking pitch, and it plunks him in the back of the leg. Lanero, a free pass issued, and Charger fans can only hope it doesn't come to fruition as much as it did for the Chargers just last inning. Here's Eric White, catcher for the Rebels. You know, earlier this year, Al and I were really impressed with his game, both his bat, his glove, his blocking ability.
A little nugget too. Zay and him, they're on the same travel team, so they know each other pretty well here. Definitely one that whoever wins the battle here will take a little bragging rights from it.
Well, takes ball one, does White, 1-0 with a runner on first, one away. Here at the top of the second inning, Whitfield semifinal. Bunt is down from White, charging is Hudak. He'll scoop, throw, and sliding in safely is White with the bunt single.
Textbook bunt there. Obviously, a guy there with speed was able to get that in line pretty quickly. Well fielded there by Sean Hudak. It was just one of those bunts that you can't really get to too good.
So Braden Carter, first baseman for the Rebels, also a lefty. A little bit of an advantage here with having Schultz on the mound against more lefties than you normally see in a typical 2A lineup.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really realize that the first time they played each other, but definitely something that you don't see as often, but lefty on lefty is always an advantage for the pitcher.
And there's a called strike to Braden Carter from Isaiah Schultz. Schultz takes a look at the runner at second, delivers, and a foul ball straight back off the backstop here at West Mifflin. The count goes to 0-2 to Carter.
Carter was late on these first two pitches. Would have blown by him again.
All upstairs. 1-2. Isaiah Schultz checks and kneels. Swing and a miss. Strike three. First K of the day for Isaiah Schultz, and there's two away.
There's that fastball I was talking about. He's a hitter that was a little behind on Zay's fastball there, and when you get a hitter like that that's behind you, you take advantage of it, especially when you throw at a velocity like Zay. I was going to try to get out of the jam here. The 9 hitters up.
Yep, Nate Baxendell, designated hitter, takes a cold strike. You know, something that Quinn did yesterday that Isaiah's on his way to be doing is being very economical with his pitches. Quinn was able to go the whole way yesterday as that pitch is fouled out of play.
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying, economical, that's back-to-back counts. We're starting 0-2.
And he got the first pitch out of this inning. Got that pop out.
It's a huge pitch here for Zay.
No ball, two strike pitch with 2 on, 2 out. Chargers trying to deal out of danger here. Pitch up in the zone. A little bit of a waste pitch there from Schultz. And a conversation time for Brazell and Schultz as they meet about 5 feet off the mound.
If I'm Brandon there, I can only imagine what he's saying. He's telling him to relax, understand that the situation's here. It's 1-2, and he has the capability of getting this guy out and getting out of a big jam here.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Breaking pitch. Ooh, just misses. I thought that had froze.
That's a good put-out pitch there. Just the zone on the outside, I think, maybe. It's hard to tell from where we're at.
Right down the first base line. The end of the Charger dugout. There it is! Breaking pitch freezes. Baxendell and 2 Ks for Isaiah Schultz to get out of the danger the Rebels provided. So we go to the bottom of the second inning with the Chargers leading it 1-0 over the Rebels. You're listening to Charger Baseball in the WPIO semifinals right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Welcome back here to West Mifflin. Bottom of the second inning. Chargers lead at 1-0. Congratulations to the cast and crew of the OLSH Musical Oklahoma on their 8 nominations for the 2024 Gene Kelly Awards for Excellence in High School Musical Theater. Good luck on Saturday at the Gene Kelly Awards. Chargers will have Hanson, Cables, and Minzer. That's 7, 8, 9 due up this inning. And here's Anthony Hanson to lead things off. And, you know, the last time you were announcing your brother, it went pretty well.
Yeah, something, man, I would never forget that part of the first inning against Seton LaSalle. I mean, the odds of that, me calling his first home run, unbelievable.
That's the, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
I mean, like, what are the chances?
Really?
You're not there. I get the call from Coach McCarron out from school. Unbelievable.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty speechless.
He had a home run, and any other level, he hit a home.
Something he's been working on recently. He's been executing with it, so I'm interested to see that. Find a way, get on, make them pay.
For 6 pitches, productive at bat for sure for Hanson, who's aboard. And now here's Van Cables, mentioning him battling some flu-like symptoms yesterday and today. Asked him pre-game, I said, you feel any better than you did yesterday? He said, definitely better than yesterday, not 100%, but...
Hey, as we were saying with Quinn, I mean, Van's just as tough as they get here at the high school level.
Quarterback.
Many setbacks here, and the fact that he's here right now, it's great to see his hard work pay off.
And something that maybe people don't know that weren't at the game yesterday, wearing Phil McCarron's 7 as a pickoff attempt back to first base. McCarron offered Van his number, as it is his number in football, as incentive to still play. There's a called strike. And I walked up to Coach McCarron and I said, you're undefeated wearing 20. So...
maybe it's gonna. Hopefully, he keeps on. He never loses this.
Could be the story of how Coach McCarron switches. Called strike 3 on Cables. He goes down on strikes, looking. 1 away here in the second. And Owen Minzer comes to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Owen's a guy that can run into one. Swings through this pitch. 0-1.
He was definitely a player in my year last year. He was a freshman. Definitely
Strike 2, looking. Runner takes off. It's Hanson sliding in safely with a stolen base.
And that's a great call there by Coach McCarron on a 0-1 pitch after Lanier blew one by Minzer. Take him on. We're going to try to flip the order here if we can.
No ball, 2-strike pitch. Lanero with 1 away, I beg your pardon, as it's fouled back for Minzer, so he stays alive 0-2. 1 out, 1 on. Hanson stands at second. All turf field with the exception being the mound, and the mound is dirt. That one kicks away. Hanson takes off for third as that one ricocheted out of the glove of White. That'll be a pass ball charged to White, and it will also mean another run is 90 feet away for the Chargers. Here with 1 out.
through the first time through the order, I mean, the story so far is quality at bats. Everyone's having quality
Yes.
at bats, and as quality at bats happen, people move up 90 feet.
1-2 pitch popped up. It's going to stay in play. Linero calling for it. He'll make the catch and then check the runner at third. And nothing happening from Hanson as there are now 2 outs here in the second.
With 2 outs, the order's going to flip.
And Brandon Brazell is the man who scored after being hit by a pitch to lead things off. He had gotten behind in the count 0-2 to lead this game off and ended up getting plunked in the back. Here's the pitch. Another one inside, and he leans out of it, but the umpire says, no, that hit black. Calls it a strike.
Brandon definitely a guy who's got a lot of confidence in himself, a lot of experience here in big-time moments.
Love to escort another run in. That one way inside as he'll duck out of this one, and the umpire this time agrees with him.
It seems like all 5 pitches he's seen have been inside. He might be trying to jam him here, but he's going to adjust here. Quick hands the ball.
There's a cold strike. Brazell caught watching that one.
2 outs, runners in scoring position. This is where you win and lose baseball games. It's a huge at-bat, huge pitch.
Pitch. Just a little high. Linero was walking back into the dugout, thinking that it was strike 3. Instead, it's 2-2 with 2 away and a runner on third. And the umpire had enough of whatever Seton LaSalle was spewing out of that third base dugout. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Linero sets him down on a high heater, and that's the way the second inning will come to a close. The Chargers have a 1-0 lead as we go to the third of the WPIAL 2A semifinal. Stick with us here on the O Sports Network. Welcome back here on the O Sports Network. Chargers lead at 1-0 over Seton LaSalle. Students entering grades K through 12 are invited to explore a variety of summer camps at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Check out our offerings and view camp descriptions at olsh.org/apps/pages/summer camp. Going camping. It's nothing like the PMAC though.
It's an old staple.
Top of the order for the Rebels to start inning number 3. Mike Todd 0 for 1 today, a ground out to Brazell at second base. And here comes the second time through the order for Isaiah Schultz. Schultz has given up 2 hits. One's chopped foul. 1-1 to Mike Todd, the starting center fielder for the Rebels. The Rebels defending WPIAL 2A champions took down Sarah Catholic. Will it be a rematch or will it be an OLSH Sarah Catholic final? That's the question we're trying to answer today, as that one's in there for strike 2.
I'd love it to be OLSH versus Sarah.
I don't think it would be.
Sounds a little bit better than Sarah versus Sarah.
I agree. This one's a line shot into center field. Will get down for the third hit of the day for the Rebels. A leadoff single for Mike Todd. Gino Lanero 0 for 1 today, a ground out to third.
Yeah, this is where Seton has a couple times in the lineup. Obviously once already today. But the veteran catcher like Brazell back there, he's going to be able to switch things up here.
Ball in the zone, then a check down at first base. Santelli makes the catch and sliding back safely is Todd. Chargers probably one of the more aggressive teams with keeping runners close, pickoff plays, things like that. Breaking pitch just misses. 2-0 to Lanero.
Lanero did not want anything to do with that pitch. He was definitely with a sitting fastball there. He didn't even flinch when that ball came in that fastball.
He wants another fastball. Here's the 2-0 and just pickoff attempt. And falling down to his wallet is Santelli. Still secured the ball, but a little bit of a tangling of the feet there.
That's 2 times there in this at bat. Couldn't knock the ball down. It's very important.
There's a cold strike as Lanero spins out of what he thought was a pitch inside. Umpire's been pretty consistent. He likes that inside corner.
He loves the inside. Gio should know that too. He's been attacking it all day.
Ball up in the zone. 3-1. Lanero had turned around and looked at the umpire in disgust.
He's not a happy camper right now.
No. 3-ball, 1-strike pitch with 1 on. Nobody out here in the third. 1-0 Chargers. Here's the pitch. Long look at first.
Good pitch.
All 4. Lanero's aboard. 2 on, nobody out.
That's a borderline pitch there, a little up. Not a bad pitch there by Zay. Just unfortunately missed his zone by what looked to be about a ball.
Josh Burkholder, the 3-hitter, with 2 on and nobody out for Seton LaSalle. Burkholder singled game's first hit. First pitch, called a strike. Check on second now delivers, and this one is fouled back, just tipped it.
We see here that Seton LaSalle's opting to use the wristbands with the code numbers on it rather than the traditional sign. It's definitely something that's become more prominent here at this level because you can't pick up a sign if you're switching up numbers weekly, especially against a section opponent.
No doubt. Low struck ball to shallow right field will drop in front of Wetling, and they're going to wave a runner in. It's a single that scores a run and ties things at 1. We're tied 1-1 here in the third, and there's still nobody out. Runners at second and first.
It wasn't a very hard hit ball there. Running over Brazell there at second. Wetling in right field did his best to get it in on time, but a speedy leadoff hitter at second base. It's a hard guy to throw it out.
Heady play there by the Chargers to get the ball in and not throw it meaninglessly to home and end up moving that runner to third. Lanero had to stay put at second because the throw was more for him than it was for that runner that tied things at 1. As there's a swinging strike for Mark Weber, the cleanup man, with still more out there for the Rebels if they want it because there's nobody out.
A point down the third, another one with Quinn. Quinn was the one who took the cutoff there, and he was able to recognize that the throw home, it wasn't going to get him there, so holding on to it was the best option.
Mark Weber at the plate now. 0-1 pitch from Schultz. Bounces up, kicks away from Brazell. Runners move up. Runner's going to wheel third and think about it and then retreat back.
It was an aggressive turn there by Lanero, which really surprised me. Schultz was covering home with plenty of time if he decided to come home. He would have been probably out by one. So it was a smart decision to turn it.
So it's 1-1 to Weber. Now runners in scoring position at second and third and nobody out. And Brazell's going to want to talk to Zay.
Zay actually called him out there. I'm interested if this is possibly a signed thing. But I bet you Brazil and Zay have something in put with a runner on second base in the sign. Last thing you want is to be throwing down a 1 or a 2 simply. And the second baseman's able to relay to the hitter what kind of pitch is coming in.
Chargers rocking the all-black jerseys today. And Schultz gets set to deliver a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Low, 2-1. Low and inside.
They're a fan favorite. My personal favorite was always the gray pinstripes.
Yeah, I'm a black jersey guy too. I mean, they're so old.
Yeah.
And this one's smacked into right field. It will bring in at least 1. Here's the cutoff. It will bring in 2 with the throw to the plate late and a throw to second. They get in a rundown, and the runner gets back to first, and he's out. So the Chargers do get an out, but 2 runners come in, and it is 3-1. Seton LaSalle with the 2 runners coming in.
That's a good piece of hitting there by Weber, outside fastball. Just took it the other way with the runners on second and third, hitting behind the runners. Scores 2 runners there. Although a great throw and rundown executed there by the Chargers to get the second out.
First out of the inning. Yeah.
Kind of hard to see the score, but the sun's beaming out.
Connor Rother 0 for 1 today with the pop out. Seton takes a 3-1 advantage here in the 3rd inning. It's called strike on the inside corner. 1-2. That's well struck to center field. It is over the center fielder's head. Gets into the right center field gap off of the fence. He is going to 3, and he is going to be standing up. Well, he'll slide anyway. Didn't need to, as it's a 1-out triple for Connor Rother. Roman Lanero in scoring position, and here comes Phil McCarron to talk with his battery. And now he wants the whole infield in. 3-1, Seton LaSalle has a lead on the Chargers.
He's got the clipboard in hand, which usually holds some information on past at bats. From my experience, so it seems like he might be talking a little bit of bunt coverage here. Seton trying to add on to their already crooked number in the later half of the quarter. Something where he positions the corner fielders in the middle of the field to see if they want to stop the first run from scoring or simply trading out for a run here and being able to get out of the center. It looks like Hudak at third and Santelli at first will be the guys in on that. And they're going to stay just about halfway from normal depth.
Runner's just going to go with the pitch, and now charging is Brazil, and Brazil's just going to dive and tag him. That was bizarre. It must have been a suicide squeeze.
Definitely was a suicide squeeze. Head coach for Seton LaSalle there is not too happy throwing his hands up at the plate as he's talking to Lanera at the plate. Suicide squeeze, your single job no matter where that ball is pitched to put the ball in.
Fair foul anywhere. You need to make contact with it. Swinging strike there is Lanero. Lanero 1-1. But honestly, I think that pitch was so far in the turf, I don't know that a Lanero could have went and fished that one.
You're right, it did bounce before the plate. But it's a break the Chargers will take.
Sure, absolutely.
Able to, limit the damage here on an inning that has had many hard hit balls.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch, 2 away. Bounces up. Brazil with the scoop, full count. Eric White, who had that bunt single, is on deck for the Rebels. Called strike 3. Strikeout for Isaiah Schultz. And the Chargers, you said it, Austin, hold off what could have been more for the Rebels. So we go now to the bottom of the third with the Rebels 3, the Chargers 1. WPIL semifinals continue here on the OLSH Sports Network. Welcome you back to West Mifflin. Apologize for technical difficulties. We are, if you only knew where we were coming to you from, we're coming to you from the Charger dugout, just along the fence line. We don't have a table or chairs. We're just kind of standing up here and trying to bring you playoff baseball. So bear with us. We apologize. The Chargers in the bottom half of the third, the Chargers go 1-2-3. Williams struck out, a pop out, and a ground out. And now here we are in the top of the fourth with Seton LaSalle still with a 3-0 advantage.
3-1.
The 3-1 advantage. Yeah, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, one thing you guys listen out there missed there in that last inning. There was a couple borderline pitches, and that could have gone either way. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way. So it's definitely a tough inning. Kind of pressure. They play 7 innings in a baseball game. You don't play 1.
Well, and something to keep an eye on is the Chargers had no hits going into the 4th inning yesterday. They still have no hits going into the 4th inning today. So late bats to arrive for the Charger offense that has been pretty good throughout the season. 3-1 right now to Eric White, the leadoff batter of the 4th inning. And it's ball 4. Leadoff free pass from Schultz.
Keep an eye on him, like we were saying earlier. We've been doing a good job at that, but it's important to continue that, especially with, I guess, Seton's probably their fastest runner here at first base with no outs.
Braden Carter to the plate. Pitch from Schultz. First pitch, a called strike. Lefty on lefty here.
That first pitch is huge, not only from a standpoint of getting ahead of the batter, but that'll keep him at first for as long as he can.
Ground ball and a perfectly executed hit and run. Pulled Williams out of the hole at short, and it went right through where Williams was standing into left field for a single.
Yeah, nothing really done wrong there by the Chargers. You got to tip your cap to very, very well executed hit and run. Left-handed batter puts it the other way. The speedy Smith advances to second. Now they got 2 runners on once again here with no outs.
Baxendale. And here's a throw to second, and they almost got him. Williams slides back, or White slides back on the tag applied by Williams. Umpire says he got back. They got a groan from the Charger fans. I thought that they got him, and I might be one of them.
There's the bunt again.
Baxendale showing bunt, and it goes right back to the screen, and it is now 1-2 to the 9-hitter in the Rebels lineup.
Yeah, he doesn't get it down. There's no element of surprise here, but I would be surprised myself if Seton did not keep the bunt on for him, just to try to advance runners. 2 runners in scoring position at the top of the order as he scores again here.
Pickoff attempted. They got him this time. Beautifully done. Williams applies the tag from Schultz on the pickoff.
That right there. That's what Coach McCarron stresses in practice, time and time again. Making these big pickoff plays and catching the team.
Schultz puts one up in the zone.
Well executed and equally big in a situation like this too. Now the bunt's off. Here's the runner on first, and he's not the fastest guy.
Baxendale puts this one out of play. The count goes to 2-2. 1 away, 1 on. Weekly hit. Baxendale, Burzell up with it and on the tag from Santelli for the out. A very tough play for Burzell to come out of the crouch, grab that one that was about 15 feet out in front of the plate, and fire it to first base.
Yeah, that's a very tough play there, especially the way the ball was spinning. Brandon had to do a whole spin himself to field that ball and get a proper throw to first. And Santelli once again making a very veteran-like play for a position that he's not played many innings at.
And now it's the top of the order for the Rebels. It's Mike Todd. Todd today 1 for 2. grounded out to second in his first plate appearance and then singled and scored back in the third just last inning. Jason Lohman will run at first or at second base. Jason Lohman. Running for the first baseman, Carter. You mentioned, Austin, how not one of the faster guys in the arsenal there for the Rebels, and now with 2 away, they want someone with a little bit more speed at the top of the order up. First pitch to Todd, up in the zone, 1-0.
Yeah, it's a good substitution there by Seton. You're able to re-enter here in the high school level once you're subbed out from a starting position.
Look back at second base, and he's well aware of what happened earlier just moments ago. Schultz gets Todd to pop this one up. Calling for it is Santelli, calling off Brazell, and that's the inning. 3.5 through here at West Mifflin. It is the Rebels 3, the Chargers 1, the WPIAL semifinals. They continue, presented by the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's here on the OLSH Sports Network. To the bottom of the fourth we go here on the OLSH Sports Network with Austin Hanson, Matt Fargo with you this afternoon from West Mifflin. LaSalle a 3-1 advantage over the Chargers, and taking a called strike is Isaiah Schultz to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. I mentioned last inning, Chargers were getting no hit last night into the fourth inning. And then here again, the Chargers have a run across and no hit to the ledger. Joe's bunt pulls it back. Quinn had that bunt single, actually ended up being an error on an overthrow yesterday. Takes low, 2-0. 2-ball, no strike pitch with 1 away here at the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-1. The score for the LaSalle Rebels have the lead, and Santelli now well ahead, 3-0. Taken all the way, called a strike.
They definitely seem to be on their take there. Took advantage of that situation.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count runs full now. Linero has given up 3 free passes, 2 walks and a hit batsman, and Time called by Santelli and granted as Lanero had started up the windup.
Let's go, Quinny! Yeah, Lanero's finding his tempo. It's going to be important here for the Chargers to disrupt it soon.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And Lanero frustrated again. 1-out walk. Santelli aboard. And here's Anthony Hansen. You know, the frustration shown by Lanero, I can't imagine it's earning him more calls with the umpire.
No, definitely not.
There's another one. Like, he calls it a ball, and Lanero puts his hands on his head like in total frustration, and this one's going to bloop. Shortstop calling everybody off, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Van K-Balls to the plate with 2 away here in the 4th.
Yeah, Lanero, I bet you that zone's going to tighten a little bit if he continues up what he's doing here. You know, obviously a guy's very talented, a guy that's obviously pitching well so far today, giving up no hits, but the 4 free passes, I mean, they might keep going up if he keeps jumping around there.
No doubt. White's going to talk to him.
That was prompted by Coach McCarron bringing down Van. Not only one, probably to relax him in a situation where he's seeking a quality at bat, but also to disrupt Lanero.
And Cable certainly capable of putting one deep. He'll foul this one off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talked about it earlier when my brother hit a home run. We can't forget that same day. Van sent one over the blessed mother out there on the scoreboard in left field. So.
Not many of those happen
in
the history of Youth Town and Charger baseball. Fouled away on the first one, ball 1, take it to 1-1 to K-Balls. Bounces up. Retreating back to the first base bag is Santelli. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Great work there by White to keep the ball in front of him, not allowing the runner Quinn to advance to second.
2-1 pitch. Time called and granted.
And on that one, he took his hand up to call time. That's always a risky move, especially if someone is working quick. Umpire will not always grant time.
Pitch on the offer. Strike 2, 2-2. Swung at ball 3. 2-2 pitch with 2 away. Ball 3 as that one bounced up and drilled the umpire.
Be smart. Good break there for Seton, and the umpire blocking the ball himself, or else Santelli would be at second. Although the count's now 3-2, so he'll be moving on the pitch. The umpire's cleaning the mound here.
Yeah, I think it's just to give the home plate umpire, who isn't wearing a lower chest, that hit him square in the stomach.
Yeah, and give him a second.
Yeah, I think that was intentional.
Gotta make sure it commits home before you advance.
Pickoff attempt at first, and back in time is Santelli. 3-2 pitch to K-Balls from Lanero with a runner on and 2 away. Bottom of the 4th inning, runner takes off. Called strike 3. And that one was pretty low in the zone, similar to the strikeout call on Williams.
Yeah, definitely a tough call there to swallow there if you're a Charger fan. As you could probably hear them standing right next to us. Not many agreed with it.
We go to the 5th. Seton 3, OLSH 1 here on the OLSH Sports Network. And we'll welcome you back here to West Mifflin as we go to the top of the 5th inning. WPI semifinals. Or I'll go to this one. How about good luck to the 5 members of the OLSH forensics team who have both qualified to compete in the Catholic Forensics League's national tournament in Chicago this weekend. Good luck to those 5 members. We also want to wish our OLSH softball team good luck today in the semifinals against Neshannock. Congratulations to Doc Quinn on getting to the semifinals, and even if they fall today, they will be alive for the state tournament. It was only just 2 years ago they got into the state tournament for the first time in school history. So Doc Quinn doing really great things with the softball program. Unfortunately, running into an absolute buzzsaw. Neshannock, yes. Gio Lanero leads things off here in the 5th. Schultz snow-coned his glove and rolled away.
As you said, that great work by
oh my goodness.
Plus to have him for 3 years in the basket. Won a couple championships with him. He's a great guy. Always fun to be around and always pushes you to be the best you can be.
Takes care of my eyes, so I really appreciate him.
Oh, there you go. Even better.
All right. This is Todd leading things off. Or beg your pardon, Lanero leading things off. Lanero grounded to third and walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch from Schultz. Popped up and out of play.
That was a clear green light there by Lanero. Shows the confidence the team has in him, especially in a situation where it's 3-1.
Ground ball gets in to center field for a base hit. And this is where things got dicey for the Chargers in the 3rd. It was a leadoff by Mike Todd that started it. This time Lanero starts it off. And the shortstop, Josh Burkholder, comes to the plate.
Another run pass here would not be remain hitless.
Yeah, here in the 5th inning now. Lanero, long look from Schultz. 1-0 pitch to Burkholder. It is a swinging strike, 1-1. Burkholder bored twice today, has scored in his last plate appearance in the 3rd. Pickoff attempted, a ball kicked away. They would have had Lanero. Oh, they got him! Lanero stepped off the bag, and Santilli makes the tag, and Lanero is beside himself.
Heads up play there by Santilli. Heads up play.
This has got to be the longest walk back for Lanero. Whippeals.
Yeah, Lanero, he was beating himself up there because he was dead to rights, and he got a break there. But the great thing is we stuck with the play, and that shows the focus of this team, even down here.
And again, you addressed this fact a few times, as this one is fouled on a line out of play. You've addressed this a couple of times. Quinn is not accustomed to playing at first base. What a play by the senior.
Well poised.
Comes up empty with the ball. The ball thankfully didn't kick away. It just was only just a few feet away for Quinn to go gather it, and Lanero had drifted off the bag again.
Yeah,
Bizarre play.
He was slow to come back after he was trying to slide on the outside half and realized he was out, so he kind of put on the brakes, and then he stood there after the ball kicked away.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4.
Get that momentum shift here. Mark Weber. There's no damage done. Gonna focus on the batter.
Yeah, Mark Weber to the plate. 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. He had that big-time single that scored 2 runs back in the 3rd inning. Gave the Rebels the lead on that single.
Definitely a hot bat that Schultz is going to have to contain here in this situation.
1-1 pitch from Schultz. Runner faked as if he was going, got the call down, but treated back to the first base bag, did Burkholder. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch with 1 away and 1 on here in the 5th inning. Chargers trail 3-1. Here's the pitch. Popped foul out of play. Count goes to 2-2. Two-ball, 2-strike pitch from Isaiah Schultz. Runner takes off. Called on strike 3, throw down, not in time, so runner takes second, 2 away. Trying to get the strike him out, throw him out double play to end the inning, but only got the first half of it.
Yeah, almost a well-executed strike him out. Those are always a good one to take into the dugout with you, especially when it's the 3rd out.
So Weber goes down on strikes for the 2nd out. Connor Rother, right fielder, to the plate now with 2 away and a runner on second. Popped out. He also tripled in the 3rd and got caught on that crazy play at home where he was going on the suicide squeeze and the squeeze didn't happen. Pickoff attempted second, and back in time was Burkholder. One pitch from Isaiah Schultz to Connor Rother. Just misses it inside. Runner takes off on the delayed steal, and he'll be safe at 3rd. Caught the Chargers a little lackadaisical on the throwback.
Heads up play there by the coach there at third base.
Yes. And a big insurance run. Stands 90 feet away now with 2 outs. A big out here. Don't want to give up another run and keep it a 2-run ball game.
Brandon kept that in front of him.
Yeah, get the ball. Don't worry about him.
3-1. Connor Rother. With 2 away, here's the pitch from Isaiah Schultz. Inside, ball 4. Roman Lanero bats next. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd and struck out looking in the 3rd.
Runners at the corner here, interested to see what Seton draws up.
Lanero got caught looking on that strike call.
Hey, get this batter right here. Let's go. Yeah, just the batter. Work on the batter.
Lefty on.
Out. He gave a sign, but Coach McCarron switched it up to a different play.
Lefty on lefty matchup. Runner's just going to take second base.
Seton trying to draw the balk there. Good work from Zay to control his shoulders and his movements. No balk, stepped off. Now you're going to try to get the batter here.
This one's well struck to center field. Hansen on his horse on the back, and he'll make a basket catch. Anthony Hansen saves 2 from coming in and circle that one if the Chargers are able to get back into this one as Hansen ends the inning. And this game still 1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Great first step there from the kid out in center field. Love to see it. Well, his glove side there out in left center field. And, got a good read on it, kept going for it, and never gave up on the play, especially in that situation. That's a big one there out in center field.
3-1, Chargers trail the Rebels here in the WPIAL semifinals. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th after this break. Welcome back here as we get ready for the top or the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-1. Seton LaSalle leads. Hey fans, did you know that you could earn money for OLSH Athletics when you purchase gift cards through Raise Right? The Athletics General Fund receives a percentage of each physical e-gift card bought by our program participants. Questions or to learn more, email sstuckman@olsh.org. That's sstuckman@olsh.org.
Minsner takes the first pitch inside for a ball.
Owen Minsner, the 9-hitter of the Charger lineup, ball 2. And I think the key here, or at least one of them, is to get Linero frustrated. He is a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. You see the frustration pitch after pitch. If one or two things don't go his way, that's when you can capitalize.
Correct, that's the chance here, and we got 3-0 count with Owen.
Walking the 9-hitter on 4 pitches, that's a good start.
That was a great start. With the leadoff guy on. Not only the leadoff guy, the 9-hole hitter is able to flip the order. Great at bat from Owen. Now we got some speed on first. That would be a great time for the Chargers' first hit of the day.
Yeah, they're still looking for it. Chargers have a run without a hit today. And that was back of the first inning. Brandon Brazell, who stands into the batter's box now, takes ball 5, if you will.
Knowing Brandon here, he's sitting something inside. He's been getting it all day long. He's a super smart hitter.
1-0. Breaking pitch, called a strike. 1-1. Brazell was hit by a pitch in the first and came in to score on an RBI by Sean Hudak. That's the Chargers' lone run.
Now Brazell's ready to go. When a pitcher throws 5 in a row, you're kind of just waiting for him to throw a strike. He got the get me over off-speed pitch, and now he's ready to go.
2-1 pitch, and that one is fouled out of play. Well struck ball. Brazell evens, I beg your pardon, it's 1-2. Nobody out here. The bottom of the 5th inning. Minsner stares at first base. Pickoff attempt there, and Minsner slides back to the first base bag. With the 1-2 count awaiting Brandon Brazell. Ground ball through the hole into left field. 2 aboard here in the 5th. Nobody down. And Brazell trying to fire up this first base dugout.
The last one broke, and the Chargers are now ready to strike.
First hit of the ball game for the Chargers here in the 5th.
You feel the relief, and Seton feels the pressure a little bit as what looks to be a pitching coach comes out to talk to the pitcher Linero.
But going back to what we were just saying is a couple things go wrong for Linero, and then see how this plays itself out.
Exactly, five balls there, and the 2 strikes. We talked about it earlier with Brandon. He's probably one of the hardest hitters in the Charger lineup to strike out. He's going to fight. He's going to find a way to put a barrel to the ball. And that right there was a very, very hard hit ball through the shortstop and the third baseman. And now we got Williams coming up. Williams, a guy who's going to have a lot of confidence. He's had some big hits and some big games. And see what he can do.
Gino Williams with nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 5th inning and 2 aboard.
Huge time for a double into the gap here.
Trying to tie things up here. First pitch, a called strike. Williams shakes in agreement.
And that's not what Gino's looking for. He's a fastball hitter. He's going to find his fastball.
Williams walking struck out today. 0-1 pitch. There's a bloop fly ball right at the second baseman, and he'll make the catch, and then they tag. They call it's a double play, I believe, or did they say just one?
Yeah, I think they're ruling it as
the second baseman trapped it.
Yeah, trapped it. So the shortstop comes.
Oh my goodness, what a weird.
That could have been a bad break there for the Chargers.
Could have been.
We're live with runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners, and now Brady Brazell to the plate. So Gino's aboard on a fielder's choice. Brandon gets taken out. Not much he could have done there. I thought the second baseman had made the catch, which would have been a double play because on the tag. Here's the bunt. Run comes in. It's a suicide squeeze play. Runner safe. Runner safe at first. Everybody's safe and a run's in. Chargers make it 3-2 on the bunt single by Brady Brazell.
Man, not someone you would expect for a bunt there. He's the 3-hole hitter. But when time calls, that's a pressure ball right here. That's the Charger way. That was a well-executed bunt, doing the job. We able to hit under the fence and drive over to the end. But sometimes it's got to be simple. Very simple, and that was well done by Brazell.
So 2 on. The go-ahead runner is at first base with 1 out. And a called strike.
At the plate too.
Sean Hudak, who had the Chargers' lone RBI of the day until this inning when the Chargers finally broke for their first hit of the ball game, and now their second run. 1 out, 2 on. Pickoff attempt at second and sliding back safely is Williams after a slap tag of the helmet of Williams.
Chargers got to keep the foot on the gas. 1 run is definitely not enough to get close to obviously tying the game, but on top of that, it would be great to stack more on top of it.
A 1 pitch. Hudak rifles one into left field. Williams is going to be waved home. No, he's going to be held up. He gets held up, and the throw was beautiful. It would have been a dead-to-right situation there. Good call by Coach McCarron. The bases are full of Chargers with 1 out, and now the Chargers go-ahead run in scoring position here in the 5th.
And as we said, Sean, he's taking nice, simple swings. Puts the ball right through the shortstop and the third baseman, just like Brazell did earlier in the inning. Gino Williams did a great job running as hard as he can to third base, but picking up his coach at third, knowing the situation that a throw is going to come in here from the left fielder.
Isaiah Schultz to the plate with the bases juiced. Schultz reached on an error in the first and struck out just last inning.
He gets a chance to help himself here.
Lefty Schultz, first pitch is a called strike.
The Seton infield's in on the fake grass here on the turf field.
Trying to prevent that tying run, which represents Gino Williams at third base. 3-2 here in the 5th. Ball upstairs, 1-1. Williams at third. Brazell stands at second. Hudak at first. Blanero delivers. Chopper to third. Over the third baseman's head. The throw. He steps on third for 1. Throw to the plate. He's safe! Chargers tie the ball game! He is safe at the plate!
Wow.
What a call! Williams almost in disagreement. Slid in. And the home plate umpire says safe is the call. We are tied at 3. They call Brazell out at third. It would have been an inning-ending double play to keep Seton with the lead, but instead the call is 3-3.
Wow. I mean, great poise there from the third baseman, getting that really high chopper, going home with it. And the throw beat Williams, but it was a great slide by Williams as he slides in.
Now the umpires are going to confer, but there's no way you reverse this now, right?
I mean, I don't even know if that's allowed or within the rules. There's no replay here. This is high school ball. So either way this goes, there's going to be some on the
It's safe.
fan.
Safe is the call. Safe is the call. So the inning continues. That's the great part. The game is tied. And here comes Quinn Santelli to the plate with the runner in scoring position. The Chargers could add on to this, which that would be the bigger storyline of that call after this game is tied.
Wow. I mean, just a crazy sequence there. You know, that's baseball. You can't predict anything like that happening. As I said, great play there by the third baseman. The throw didn't get in on time. But an even better slide by Williams. I mean, sometimes the tap the battle is tagging the guy, not only making the throw and executing it properly. We have Will Stickman coming in to run for Sean Hudak here at second base. One
of the most bizarre sequences. It was just almost in slow motion that umpire made that safe call.
Hey, he's been calling things, you know, a second late.
Yeah.
You know, LaSalle likes to call it the softball strike.
Right.
So hey, you know, you got to be on your toes at all times.
Quinn Santelli to the plate now with runners at first and second and 2 away. First pitch swinging, grounded to short. He'll just toss it over to second base to get the out recorded, and that will be the way this inning ends. But it ends with the Chargers now tied with the Rebels going to the 6th. 3-3. It's a new ball game. When we come back, the WPIL semifinals continue here on the OLSH Sports Network. Here at West Mifflin, just in the shadows of Kennywood Park, we've gone on quite the ride here on the broadcast as it is 3-3. It's a new ball game now as we go to the top of inning number 6. Chargers and Rebels for a right to go to the WPIO Championship. Austin Hanson alongside. I'm Matt Fargo. And Austin, I don't know that you could draw it up much better right now, as we saw a great baseball game yesterday, and this is outdoing it right now with the bizarreness of it anyway.
I mean, that's playoff baseball. Best on best. Your best stuff, my best stuff. Let's see who can get it. And great work by the Chargers. I mean, going that inning with 0 hits. Coach Dyer said it coming into the half inning. He said, forget about it. Whatever happened behind, you can't change that. The only thing you could change is what's next.
So here we go. It is Eric White who was the feature of what had happened in that inning as the catcher trying to apply the tag on Williams. That was not, according to the home plate umpire. Second pitch swinging. It's out to right field. It's Wentling ranging underneath it, and the baby comes up with it for the first out of inning number 6.
And that one right there is similar to Anthony's playing in center, or ball hitting the right center field. So this time it's the baby's ball coming over. Great first step, stuck with it, make the catch. Small things like that, it's the first step there. I mean, it goes unnoticed out there in the outfield.
Braden Carter up to the plate now. This is 7, 8, and 9. This is the 8-hitter of the Rebel lineup. Takes ball 1. Schultz quickly back on the rubber and set to deliver the second pitch of the at-bat that's popped up. Looks like it actually might stay in play, and now it will find its way towards the concession stand here at West Mifflin.
Good awareness there, though, by Brazil, understanding that this backstop's a little bit bigger than anything that we've played this year. So he's able to, stick with it just in case that ball comes back.
1-1 pitch. Fished at it. 1-2. Frustration there from Carter. Carter is 1 for 2 today, a strikeout and a single.
We're interested to see if he goes back to that. I mean, he was fooled.
He reaches out for it, and Schultz going to be a tough one to track down. He does on the backhand and on the bobble. Santelli confirms it, hangs on to it, and we get 2 outs here in the 6th. And I don't know about you, but you just feel the momentum swinging into the Bulls' favor right now.
Man, I feel it. I mean, that play right there, you guys don't have a camera video footage of this, but it came on the right-hand side. And Zay's a lefty. He ends up on the other side. That's a routine play there for a right-handed pitcher. But Zay was able to stick with it, gave a nice run, and controlled himself as he made the third.
Here's Baxendale for a called strike. Isaiah enters into the 90s, is swinging through that one. 0-2. Would be nice to get a quick inning and a 1-2-3 inning at that. How about a pop-up? And this one is headed for us in foul territory.
Well, that grease was not us. That was Santella. I thought we were going to get a little hit over there.
Yeah.
It was about like 2-3 feet away from us, and there's not much room for us to run.
No, and as you know from yesterday, I almost ran into one with my head yesterday. So
The ball's coming to you.
Ball magnet, man.
I'm scared to stand by you.
Another 0-2 pitch from Schultz.
Nice.
Just a bit outside. Oh, man, that one froze everybody on the off-speed stuff that Baxendale was able to hold off on, and he swings through this one. Isaiah Schultz, a 3-up, 3-down inning, and the Chargers, let's go get the lead when we come back. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Whitfield semifinal in 2024. We're coming back here on the Old Sports Network.
Come on, start again.
We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 3 here in the semifinals on the Old Sports Network. It's Anthony Hansen leading things off and taking upstairs for ball 1. And a routine that Gio Linero's been doing has been walking the leadoff man. He's done it 3 times today in 5 opportunities. Hansen takes this one over the first baseman's head, down the line, and Hansen's on his horse to second. He is going to be standing up with the lead-off double. Anthony Hansen.
Let's go. Let's go. Man, that kid's been turning it around. He had a tough start to the season, and he's been sticking with it. He's been getting his extra swings in, and it's paying off, man. He's been having those timely hits, and you couldn't get more timely than that.
Can't get more timely than that. The go-ahead run is in scoring position with nobody out as the first pitch to Van Kables is taken for a strike. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Chargers would love to get a run here and put the pressure on the Rebels in the 7th. Linero, ground ball into left field. Hansen will wheel and stay at third. Runners at the corners. Kables goes to second, and then he will be sliding in safely at second base. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the 6th.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure the momentum is all in the Chargers' hands right now. We got 2 hits here from the 7 and 8 hole hitter as Seton's head coach has come out to talk to Linero.
Second and third, nobody down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a chat and a ball handed off. Lanero's day is done. The Chargers go-ahead run 90 feet away. And you have...
And the great thing about this is no outs. Second and third. We got Owen here.
Owen coming up. And
many different things could happen here. We could go for the sacrifice here for a squeeze or a suicide play, or we're gonna let Owen hit. We got the top of the order coming up next. We got no outs.
So it will be Josh Burkholder to come on in relief. Josh Lanero's day is over, but his book is still open on whether or not he could get the loss in this. He will not get the win. And right now it's a no decision for one of the best players in all the WPIL that the Chargers weren't very good at figuring him out for 4 innings. And now the Chargers get their first hit in the 5th, able to get those 2 runs in that 5th inning to tie things at 3. And now, as you said, so many things can happen the way that the Chargers want to execute this, but it's a big-time opportunity. Nobody out, runners at second and third. I mean, a fly ball. I mean, I almost say, Minzer swing away here because, no one's forced. All these situations.
Almost no chance here for a double up. I mean, this is Owen's going to go up there with a lot of confidence. I mean, he's a well-poised player. Just put a simple swing on it. And that's the no need for a home run. No need for a gap shot. Just put something in play.
And you're also talking about, again, we talked about this yesterday after the game, 7, 8, 9 in this batting order. Could it be Owen Minzer who gives the Chargers?
Why
not?
Why not?
Do your job, right? In the words of Phil McCarron.
And, that's what the Chargers have been doing. They've been doing their job. Baseball's a game here at high school level. You play with 21 outs. And one of them doesn't determine the game.
Warm-ups are over. Burkholder's first pitch to Minzer is a called strike. Lanero goes to the shortstop position. The whole infield for Seton LaSalle playing in. Ball up in the attic, 1-1. Owen Minzer, the 9 hitter for the Chargers. Right-handed batter facing the righty and Burkholder. Hanson at third. Pitch is flared foul. Out of play. 1-2.
It was a nice short swing on it, just a little late. And keeping that approach here, there's a good chance here for some good results.
Brandon Brazell awaits on deck. A step off and a step out and a conversation. Here with 1-2 pitch coming. Pressure situation. We're in a cooker right now. Cable's at second. Mitch and Anthony Hanson stands at third.
The big thing here is trust all the work you've done throughout the year. You played plenty of games, had plenty of at-bats. This one is just another one.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Burkholder to Minzer. Grounded to second. Throw to the plate. It is not in time. Chargers take the lead. Owen Minzer safe at first. It is a RBI single for Owen Minzer.
Man, that's awesome. That's what you love to see. 7, 8, 9. Some guys that you might not be able to trust on all occasions, but when things matter most, they dig deep and they figure things out. And that's what I love about this team. I mean, they keep digging deep every single time you think they're out.
Chargers take the lead. It is 4-3. First time they've had the lead since back in the 3rd. And they still want more. Chargers trying to punch their ticket to the finals. And here is the top of the order. Brandon Brazell. Time called before the first pitch of the at-bat to Brandon Brazell, who was hit by a pitch. Also singled back in the 5th. Gave the Chargers their first hit of the ball game. Just a mere inning ago. Pickoff, they fake to third and then fake back to first. Both runners are back.
I probably would have called a balk there. It looked like he was going home before there was any move to third base. But we'll move on. Next pitch.
Pick off to first. Safe at first is Owen Minzer. You would imagine the Chargers would love to get Minzer over to second base and ruin any force out.
That would be awesome, but at the same time here, there are no outs. We don't want to give away any free outs here, especially with the top of the order.
Still nobody down.
So definitely a tough decision here for Coach McCarron.
First pitch of the at-bat to Brazell, showing bunt. He reaches out for it. It's a called strike. 0-1. Burkholder taking a long time to get back onto the rubber here. As Brandon Brazell awaits, already has scored a run today, and he got onto the rubber and he steps back off again. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Chargers have a runner at third and a runner at first. Pick off again, and they don't want to pitch to Brazell right now.
No, they're trying to steal him out here any way they can. So it's important, Minster, I mean, once again, can't give away any outs. I mean, it'd be awesome to steal second base, but it'd be significantly worse to get picked off. As Coach McCarron's giving signs over there.
No ball, 1 strike pitch, and another step off for Burkholder. More signs from Coach McCarron and a time. Burkholder takes a walk off the mound as McCarron talks to his senior catcher, who has a chance of giving the Chargers some insurance now that they lead 4-3 here in the 6th.
And that's just a little gamesmanship there from Coach McCarron. Switching things up, keeping Seton on their toes, especially in a situation where Seton's trying to pick us off.
All right, everybody's back into position. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Brandon Brazell fouls it off. 0-2.
Looks like Misner was on the run there. I'm not 100% sure from our angle if he was moving before the contact of the foul ball or not.
Nobody out. And an 0-2 pitch coming to Brandon Brazell. Pick off another one. And back again is Minzer.
Way to be, kid. Way to be. Score your game, baby.
Called strike 3 at the low shin. 1 away. Here in the 6th, and Gino Williams to the plate.
Brazell was not too fond of that call. I'm not sure where I stand on it either, but it's okay. We got another half inning to play. We got the lead now. He's got to go in there, play good defensive half of the inning.
Calling for that gap shot you asked from Gino Williams last at bat. How about it do it now?
He's done it before. Last time, the last year we made it to the semifinals in the state qualifier. He had two big gap shots in that game against Rochester at W&J.
Pick off another one for Minzer. He's back, or take one down the line and left. The left fielder is shaded far over, almost preventing against that gap shot.
Seton's also playing here for a double play. There's big holes in between the corners and the middle infielder.
Another pickoff attempt, and Minzer has spent more of this inning on the ground than he has upright.
Yeah, enough disengagements to probably walk the guy home in the majors. But,
yeah.
They're holding on to him strong.
Another one.
Again. Wow.
Now they throw to third, and back in time is K-Balls.
Good awareness. It's easy to fall asleep when the ball's completely across the field from you. Fan stays awake and is able to get back.
And a timeout taken. Minzer needs to tie his shoe.
He went back probably half a dozen times to tie his shoe. I don't know why the first baseman's not too happy of him tying his shoe.
They've only thrown over to him about 6-7 times.
Charger dugout's alive now. That's what we
certainly is. 1-0 and another, and it kicks away, and it's going to score K-Balls, and Minzer's going to go all the way to third, and the party continues here in the 6th. It's the Chargers leading it
I mean,
5-4, 5-3.
that is all Owen Minzer. I mean, they may have picked off 10 times, and he got back every single time, controlling himself every single time, and huge job by him to continue to remain safe over there, so much to the point where eventually they made a mistake.
I mean, you're going to go to the well one too many times, right? Eventually.
That's a case of doing too much there. I'm not sure if that was decided there by the players or by the coaches, but definitely something that they're going to regret here coming up.
5-3 Charger lead here in the 6th. Meeting time again at the mound. More conferences for the guys wearing green.
And that's the way the Chargers, they figure things out here. It's a game that we've been out hit, 7 hits to 4, and the thing is, timely hits, simple hits such as Brazell's bunt, staying on base, walking as many times as we have. It's the small things that come together. The stat sheet looks cool when you hit a couple home runs, but at the same time, a Whitfield championship, or a chance to play in the Whitfield championship, is just a little bit better.
Yeah. Something I thought on Minzer as Gino Williams steps back into the batter's box as it's 2-0 to Williams. Minzer was pinch hit for yesterday for Bruno Williams, and then he gets his big moment today. That's got to be on his mind as Williams rifles this one down the line, foul.
And that's awesome for the 2 young sophomores.
Right.
The future of the program, and not only that, I mean, coming into the playoffs here, they're probably the least experienced from a stance of playing any playoff high school sports. But just staying calm, and I think that comes from the senior leadership here, keeping the squad together.
Let's go, baby!
2-1. Low in the turf, 3-1. Minzer, the lone base runner for the Chargers, now at third. Still only 1 out here in the 6th. Chargers want more. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count full. Behind on that was Williams.
3-2 count with 1 out. Gino knows situations as well as anybody else. All he's got to do is put the ball in play here and make something happen.
3-2 pitch. Popped out of play, staying alive at 3-2. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Chargers wearing the all-black jerseys, the same jerseys that the class of 2013 team wore to get to the finals 11 years ago. Thought there was probably a thought there by Phil McCarron on the jersey selection. Williams rifles one over the right fielder's head. It gets down. It's going to score another. Williams circles to second, now to third. Gino Williams is going to third. The throw is well in time, and they got him. But Williams, an RBI double. And it is 6-3, and the Chargers add another. And they have just thrown Lanero out of the game. They just throw Gino Lanero out of the game. So that means he will, if the Rebels were to come back, he could not play in the championship game. And if they were to lose this game, he could not play in the consolation game. Wow. The Rebels have fallen apart at the seams.
Wow. I mean, just an unbelievable half inning here. The past 2 half offensive innings. Coach McCarron's going to come in to calm the team down. And what he's saying here is correct. Obviously here in this situation, there's a lot of tension here on Lanero getting removed from this game, something that not many people would expect. But the great thing here is that the Chargers have battled. They fought, and look where we are right now.
This has been as good as you can get. It has had the theatrics. It's had meltdowns. It's had big-time plays on both sides. And I had just looked over to the second base umpire, and he, at that time, was in the process of ringing out Gio Lanero, the Whitfield's best hitter.
Wow. I mean, just wow. That's just about all I could say here as the umpires have in the conference, figuring out what exactly all the next steps of the procedure are, as Seton's going to make a couple changes, too, to their lineup.
The other crazy part about this is, obviously, for both teams, the season doesn't end, right? There's a consolation game, and there's state playoff games to be played if you win the consolation or if you win today. The crazy thing is this could be maybe not the last time that these two teams meet. They could meet for a fourth time if it played out in the state playoffs. But, wow, for some reason, we had been talking about this all game, Austin, about the mental fortitude and being mentally ready to play in the game as much as you are physically, and it definitely has showed today.
It showed, and that's probably number 1 or number 2 on Coach McCarron's list here of skills to have in baseball. And the mental toughness, that's the thing. Mental toughness is the hardest part of baseball. That's where it comes from. Everyone here has the skills, and we see here how the mental toughness brings the Chargers here in a situation where Seton's mental game has been a little behind them right now.
Long delay after the ejection of Gio Linero. He moved some guys around to the Rebels.
Let's go, baby. Keep it rolling.
Roman Linero stays in at second base. They move Mike Todd over to shortstop to take the place of Gio Linero at shortstop as it's ball 1. By the way, the inning continues here in the 6th as Brady Brazell. And the Chargers had that second run thrown out, or second out thrown out with Williams trying to stretch that double into a triple. Popped up, out of play, count goes to 1-1 on Brady Brazell.
They're having some fun now. Johnny Guido, S. chant coming here from the dugout, giving a little Brady chant. We got that with Gino. And the Chargers, although we got the lead now, they're looking to put a little bit more on, put it out of reach more than it already is.
6-3 if you just tuned in. The Chargers didn't have a hit until the 5th inning. This one is well stroked, and it is going to drop in front of the left fielder, and then it got behind him, and Brazell's going to race to second base and stand up with a double, a 2-out double for Brady Brazell. And the inning continues. Chargers lead it 6-3.
Man, this is awesome. Everybody's playing hard. That's good hustle there. You float a ball out there, not the best contact there, but floated one out there, ran as hard as he could to first, and advanced to second when that ball took a weird hop there on the left fielder.
Oh, he's running back.
Oh, he's going to be a pinch runner, probably.
Yeah. It's like what?
Here comes Tate.
Dorian Tate, one of the great young men at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Just obviously a stellar athlete, multi-sports, but also one of the great young men at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart.
Yeah,
proud of him stepping up and playing his senior year in a sport that he hadn't played since he played Little League ball.
I played basketball with Dorian for 3 years in high school, and Dorian coming out here for his senior year, he's looking to have a little bit of fun, and now he gets his opportunity in a semifinal game. I mean, tell him that last year he might be calling you, I don't know.
Crazy. First pitch, a called strike to Sean Hudak. 2 away here in the 6th inning. Now another runner at second. Chargers would love to get another. Now up by 3. It's 6-3. Chargers had the lead 1-0 before Seton struck for 1 to tie it, and then 2 more to take a 3-1 to lead in the 3rd as the ball kicks away from the catcher White, and moving up a base pad is Tate.
There we go, right
to
there.
3rd.
Tate, obviously his first time since Little League, like you mentioned. They don't lead off in Little League. It's a whole different thing up here when you're running the bases. But as a lettering athlete in both basketball and baseball, basketball and football, he's able to pick up and be a good learner, and that's very important. And that's why he's getting his opportunity here.
1-1 pitch. Burkholder delivers. Popped up. Going to stay in play, but in foul territory. First baseman's calling for it. He'll make the catch and end the 6th. Let's play for a WPIAL title. The Chargers are 3 outs away from going to the finals. Come back with us on the OLSH Sports Network. The Chargers 6, the Rebels 3, and it's all here on the OLSH Sports Network. Let's play a 7th for a right to go to the Whitfield Championship game. Back here on the OLSH Sports Network with Austin Hanson, Matt Fargo with you. 6-3 Chargers advantage. They need 3 outs to punch their ticket to the Whitfield Championship game for the first time in 11 years. And Isaiah Schultz will remain on the mound to try to do it. Seton, tall order in store right now. They need 3 runs at least to keep this game churning.
That's right. A lot of emotions here, but the most important part is keeping your composure.
Top of the order is good news, and Schultz sends the first pitch way over top of everybody off the backstop for ball 1. Top of the order for the Rebels. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off, and it's 1-1. I don't know what that first one was, some nerves or just the ball slipped out of his hands, perhaps?
Hey, the next pitch, though, was right in the strike zone. He's able to regain it.
1-1 pitch. Grounded pretty hard on the backhand. Williams can't get to it, and it's into left field. Leadoff single for the Rebels.
Great effort there by Williams trying to knock it down. There at shortstop. It was pretty deep in the hole. Bounced a couple times, just a little bit out of the reach.
Well, there is no Gio Linero able to play in the game anymore after the ejection, so it is 30. Don't have.
Hey, let's go, Sid. Here we go. Come on up,
Once
kid.
again, it's important for Jose to realize here that this one gotta get the guy at first here if he can. I mean, the guy at the plate here if he can, move on. The batter steps out of the box here. 1-0-1 count.
Let's go, Sid. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jesse Fedork is the batter. 1-1 pitch. Grounded to second. They'll go to second for 1, and it's an overthrow, and it kicks away, and the outfielder's going to have to cover this as the runner's going to be safe at third. And just like this, Seton LaSalle has something cooking here in the 7th. Just a bizarre play there as Brazil went for the double play, or at least the force out. It goes too wide. Williams really didn't have much of a chance at it. And now the runner's at the corners with nobody out here in the 7th.
And here's Van coming in. That's some. I mean, he pitched great today. He had one half inning where he gave up 3, but he kept battling, used all his pitches, and his pitching mate here, Santelli, coaching him up here, coming in, and telling him he did a great job to keep the Chargers in a game that they were behind in.
Everybody keep your heads up.
Nobody out. Runners at first and second, or first and third it will be. And Van Cables will now have to come in and try to shut the door on the Rebels, who are still formidable with the bats. They're one of the highest scoring teams of the WPIAL this season, so it will come down to Van Cables, who we've kind of said, well documented, he's been struggling with an illness. So, hopefully the adrenaline will be able to carry him through.
That's right. It's as we said with Van he's experienced a lot more than this illness. This illness is a little, just a little, side problem compared to what he's had to go through in his athletic career so far here at OLSH. But, big thing here is to focus on the pitch he's pitching and nothing ahead of him or behind of him.
So Schultz is going to come into the game. Wondering if he's going to go to right field.
It looks like he'll be going to right field because Santelli has kept his first baseman's mitt on.
Yep.
So something the Seton coach will probably keep in his back pocket with the right fielder as just throwing 100+ pitches.
Yeah. And that's kind of, I'm just hearing dugout chatter, but it's a good point. Throw strikes. You don't want to walk guys right now. Don't want to give them free passes. You want balls hit and play and make your fielders, that have done a really nice job today, make the plays. And I believe both teams have 6 hits now.
I believe they have 8 and we have 6.
Okay,
but it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Last time I looked, they had 7, so I believe they have 8 now. But as you're saying, if they're going to score 3 runs on you and extend this game, they better earn it. And the tying run's at the plate, so we got 3 runs to prevent. 3 outs here to prevent any more scoring here from Seton.
Josh Burkholder will step up into the batter's box as he is 2 for 2, 2 singles, a run scored, and a walk. So he's delivered. That runner at third really doesn't mean much. That's a cold strike.
And Charger fans out there, if you remember last time the Chargers faced Seton LaSalle, Van came in relief to Zay and faced the 3-4-5 hitter, went 1-2-3. It would be nice to do that again here.
Yeah, it was. Nice flashback there. Ball taken low in the zone, 1-1 to Josh Burkholder. 3-4-5 it is. Mark Weber on deck. But what pitch? Misses low, 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch is weakly hit foul, and we'll get down, make it a 2-2 count.
Let's go, 7.
2-2 pitch. 2 on, no out.
Let's go, Van.
Pitch is weakly hit right back at the second baseman. Throw it at first. Oh, that was a close double off at first base. They almost got the double play as Brazell makes an easy catch at second base.
Close play. That was only close because of the awareness and good reflexes there for ball.
So a perfect first out there, as now Mark Weber comes up, 1 away, and the runners haven't moved. Double play still in effect.
Yeah, there's some fans.
No, there's no doubt.
These runners.
You don't want to do what the Rebels just did last inning with an overthrow and a run score and moving guys up. There's a called strike 2. Van's with the quick work here. Van deals. Well struck ball to right field. Schultz is on his horse. He will miss it. It hits off the fence. Schultz finds the ball. Runner scores, and it is a 6-4 ball game with the tying run now at second base and just 1 away here in the 7th.
That was a well-poked outside pitch. Remember, Schultz is headed right field. He had a good run, and it just came a bit short of how far that ball was heading.
The edges of seats here on the OLSH bleachers are all being used up right now. Phil McCarron out to talk with his infield as the tying run stands at second base for the Rebels with just 1 away.
And the big thing Coach McCarron is definitely saying here is just to flush it. Forget about that hit and the situation it puts you in now, and attack the hitter. Obviously, on a fly ball here, we're going to be either shooting for, probably hitting the cutoff. To be honest, it's a situation here as an outfielder. You got to think if it's anything that's deep, you got to hit the cutoff. Let the cutoff man make the play properly. Whether the guy at second will properly run or not run. based on the guy scoring, because as we've mentioned a couple times here, that guy on third does not mean anything.
6-4 the score. 1 away here in the 7th inning. Chargers lead it. Runners now at second and third. And Connor Rother to the plate. Rother tripled back in the third. Was a big, had those 2 RBIs to give the Rebels the lead the first time. First pitch swinging, it's right back at Quinn Santilli. He'll make the out, and a runner will come back in. It is now 6-5. Tying run moves to third, 2 outs, and the plot thickens here.
2 outs. 6-5 for a trip to Washington, PA. I mean, there's nothing better than it. And ironically enough, the now ejected Gio Linero's younger brother is up to hit with the runner on third.
Roman Linero to the plate.
Stay attacking the zone here.
Base hit ties this game. Ball upstairs. Roman Linero today was hit by a pitch and struck out.
Be smart. Let's go now, 7. Let's go. Let's just go.
He is 0 for 2. Grounded out in his third appearance. Pitch. Ball 2. 2-0. Eric White is on deck. Should
Hey, let's go, 7.
Should Linero reach.
Come on, 7. Let's go,
2-0. Pitch. Misses 3-0. Ball kicks away and rolls around. Oh my goodness.
All's good. All is good.
That would have been an interesting way to see a tie ball game.
You know, 3-2 pitch here.
Let's go, throw strikes.
I imagine
3-0.
That's what I meant. 3-0. Holy. I imagine does not have the green light here.
Let's go, 7.
Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Go-ahead runner is now on the base paths for Seton LaSalle here in the 7th.
We're all good.
And first and third here, I imagine. I don't know, something interesting could happen with guys on first and third. Either a intentional rundown, straight steal. Coach McCarron could give the trust in his catcher here to throw him out, or you could do straight attack of the batter.
Let's go, Van.
Eric White to the plate with runners on the corners. 6-5, here's the pitch. Ball inside. So 5 balls in a row from Van Caballs. 6-5, Chargers advantage. They scored 2 runs in the top half, or bottom half of the inning. Were able to make it 6-3, but Rebels have struck for 2. Have a third at third. Ball 2, 2-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner. Taking all the way was White.
That feels like a big weight off of Van's shoulders here. Reset, attack the zone.
2-1 pitch. Grounded. Weakly. Williams up, throws, and he is safe! Tie ball game! White beats it out, and the Rebels have tied it in the 7th.
Great effort there by Williams to make the throw to first base. Bang, bang play. Obviously a tough call from the umpire. One that honestly I could not pick with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, it was such a, I mean, it's right in front of us, and it's a close, he slid headfirst slide into first base. And now the go-ahead run is at second base as Braden Carter to the plate. First pitch, ball 1.
That ball was just a weird chopper that I don't even play like that on turf. Right over the tall outstretched hand.
And it took Williams a minute. I mean, it was a long run for Williams to get there.
Yeah, because he's playing big infield. The play
Right.
plays at first base and nowhere else. And he gave it a good go. And honestly, a very difficult running play.
6-6 here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chargers trying to shut the door on the Rebels and keep playing and go to the 7th, because that's what we have here as Seton LaSalle has battled to tie this game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's weakly flared foul and out of play.
Hey, let's go,
down that left field line.
1-2 pitch here.
Let's go, 7. Here we go, kid.
Another one of these guys I was behind on Zay, so I can only imagine how behind he's going to be on number 7.
1-2 pitch from K-Balls. Fouled again and staying alive is Braden Carter, the 8-hitter in this Rebel lineup.
Let's go, 7.
1-2 pitch. Low. 2-2.
Let's go, 7. Here we go, man. Let's go now.
Deuce is wild here. How about that? All 2.
Yes. 2-2 pitch, outside, ball 3, in jeopardy of walking the bases loaded. Here in the top of the 7th, now tied at 6. 3-ball, 2-strike pitch, 2 away, 2 out. And K-Balls to 22, Carter, ball 4, bases loaded. Go ahead run 90 feet away for the Rebels.
Relax, man. Relax, man.
Phil McCarron out. And Coach Brazell, or Coach McCarron coming out. Brazell telling him to not come out.
Yeah, Seton LaSalle's head coach wanted to make a pinch running change for the now walked in at first base Carter. But he did that earlier in the game, so Carter, smartly enough, told his coach, hey, if you do that, I cannot come back into this game.
And Van Cables is going to come out of this game, and they're waving Schultz in
to play
to
first,
or
and Hudak will be on the mound.
no, I think Wentling's going to come back in. Yes, he is. Wentling's going to re-enter for Schultz. Hudak will be on the mound for the Chargers to try to prevent the Rebels from pulling off one of the bigger comebacks in Whitfield playoff history. I mean, got to call it what it is, Austin. You got to tip the cap to the Rebels on the way that they've battled here in the 7th. They were down and out, and that's the thing about baseball. You can't take a knee, you can't run the clock out.
That's right. Got to play all 21 outs on both ends, and Seton did a good job of sticking with it. And you know, we got a whole other ball game now, and the good thing is we got 3 more outs to hit.
Schultz is going to come into play first. So until he comes in.
Who's playing third base over there? James Hanna comes in at third base.
So Sean Hudak warms up for the Chargers. Bases loaded for the Rebels. And you know what I think the biggest concern that I would have from a coaching staff perspective for OLSH is Seton loves to run those quick plays to throw pitchers off. They love to run down the line. They're going to play with that runner at third base to their advantage. It's worked for them and it's hurt them today too.
The important part is Hudak to keep the low, calm attitude that he always has with him in this high-pressure situation, and I think he's going to be able to do that here.
The other thing is he got 8 warm-up pitches. He did not bullpen this, to my knowledge.
I believe he was warming up. Maybe the 5th or something inning. I remember seeing Williams come back with gear while Van was still in the dugout. So it's not his first time exactly throwing today. I think Coach McCarron had that in the back of his head.
Buxendell, a ground ball up the middle. It's going to score a run. It's going to score 2. And Seton LaSalle has taken a 2-run lead, and then they're safe at third as well. Runners at the corners. Seton LaSalle has an 8-6 advantage and has done the unthinkable here in the 7th.
C&I single right up the middle. Well hit ball.
First pitch swinging.
He came up with a lot of confidence, the 9-hole hitter there. In a big time spot. Out to single it out to Hanson out in center field. But hey, I mean, you cannot give up now. You're in the field.
You just saw it happen. You know it can happen.
Yep. You've done it yourself yesterday and today. They've done it today.
Swing and a miss. Strike one to Todd. Leadoff man, Mike Todd. Todd's scored twice today. And this one's well struck out to left field. Back is Minzer, and he misses the ball. It goes off the fence. It will score another. It will score maybe one more. Yes, he is held up at third. And it is now 9-6. And they have reversed it on the Chargers. A 3-run lead is now turned into a 3-run deficit.
Man, well hit ball there by the leadoff hitter Todd. Took it down the line.
Hey, we're good, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And back where we started the inning, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's Fedork, who's in for Gio Linero, who was thrown out of this game.
Still cannot believe that.
Right, yeah. Ball one to Fedork. Runners at second and third. I mean, the Rebels can add to this now 3-run lead. They've scored 6 runs in this inning. There's a called strike. Tough spot for Hudak to come in. You can't put the blame on him, obviously.
No, definitely. Bases loaded.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. You want to keep it here. You don't want it to expand any more than that.
No. Three runs is a lot more doable than
4 or 5. 1-2 pitch. Thought about it, laid off it. 2-2.
Put away pitch there by Hudak. Just missed a little low on the off-speed pitch.
2-2. Ripped foul.
Sent it to the visitors' bullpen over there.
Chargers had a 3-run lead coming into this inning. It is now a 3-run deficit, and this hits Fedork, and that will load the bases again. And then bring up Josh Burkholder.
Now batting number 4, Josh Burkholder.
Let's go, Ford.
And Phil McCarron's going to go back out to have a conversation. And he's going to go to a different pitcher. He's going to bring in Brady.
Brady Brazell.
Brady Brazell coming in. Chargers trail it 9-6 in the 7th inning. We're going to step aside, take a break. We'll be back once Brazell gets his warm-up pitches. Brady Brazell, new pitcher for the Chargers, with the bases loaded here in the 7th inning. And the Chargers now trailing 9-6, and this roller coaster ride of a ball game continues.
And the battery mate Brazell to Brazell here. Always a cool thing to see. These two guys working together.
Not a lot of room for error for the senior, as Josh Burkholder stands in. 3-hitter for the Rebels. Takes ball 1. And I know, talking about Brady, I know Brady didn't bullpen.
No.
1-0. Swings through that one. 1-1. Wow, and 2 times in a row, the ball's dropped out of Brazell's glove, and third base is paying attention to that with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and Coach McCarron just told Brady to come way off the mound after the pitch, just to prevent.
Broop, fly ball to right field. Wentling back into the game, makes the catch to end the top of the 7th. But a comeback that Rebel fans want to hope stands. A 6-run 7th inning has it 9-6. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Chargers need 3 to keep it going. You're watching, or you're listening to the WIPIO semifinals here on the OLSH Sports Network. Bottom of the 7th inning. Chargers 3 to keep this game going. 4 ends this game. It would certainly be dramatic fashion.
That'd be awesome. But the Chargers got to work. Steve LaSalle did. 1 pitch, 1 hitter at a time. We've done it once this game, come back from the deficit. We did it yesterday. We've done it countless times in the regular season, times when they thought they were down and out. And you know, it just comes from within. You know, the team's talented. They're number 2 team in the 2A of the WPIL. So they're obviously a talented team. But now they're standing at a point where they're going to have to use that talent and some mental fortitude to win this game.
Isaiah Schultz leads things off. So Schultz, who has played 3 positions today, starting, of course, on the mound, then moved to right field and came in to play first. Has lost the decision and takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it out of play. Yeah, it's the same concept. I mean, the game goes no faster or slower. You just need to stay patient. Ball upstairs, 1-1 to Schultz. Called a strike. 1-2. Protection time for Isaiah Schultz.
Big time protection. Anytime you're in a situation like this, you got to put the ball in play no matter what. Make the other team make a play.
1-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. And Burkholder, a long walk around the mound with some swagger, knowing that he's 2 outs away from completing a comeback.
Good squeeze there by the catcher from the foul tip to stick with it.
Here's Quinn Santelli.
Wow, look at this. You see the corner outfielders are moving based on the handness of the hitter.
Oh, wow.
The right fielder's the player in for Lanero. He just swapped places with what was the right fielder for Isaiah.
Don't see that a lot.
No. But, you know, situational baseball calls, you got to answer it.
9-6. Rebel lead. Nobody on. 1 out. Ball 1 to Santelli. One-oh pitch. Popped up. We're going to get out of play. 1-2. Pitch from Burkholder. Outside. 2-1. Quinn Santelli.
There's count here. One's going to be ready to attack on the pitch here that's in the zone.
Called a strike. 2-2.
Come on, Quinny! Come on, baby, come on!
Swing and a miss on the offer. 2 away. Chargers are down to the last strike, or last out, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I mean, this is when you feel you're back against the ropes here. Obviously, it's not an easy thing. Easier said than done, but you got to know just take it as another at-bat.
Meeting time for Seton LaSalle as it will be Anthony Hansen coming to the plate. And I have seen it. Chargers were down to their final out, down 4 against Chartiers Houston. It was in the 2012 regular season. If the Chargers lost that game, they would not have made the playoffs. They struck for 7 runs with 2 outs.
Wow.
And came back to win. The Chargers ended up going to the state playoffs for the first time in school history in 2012. So there is precedent.
Hey, it's it's not over until they get you out 21 times. Right? We're at 20 outs right now. It's been done before. Is it going to be easy? No, but
no.
We're at the spot we've been talking about. 7, 8, 9. We're going to do a job. They're going to do something simple. Some simple swings. Hopefully put the ball in play. Find good results.
Hansen's definitely been a good example of that. Simple swings that pops this one up, though, and it's headed for the bleachers on the Seton LaSalle side, and fan actually made a nice catch there.
Yeah, it was. It's an out over there in a banana ball.
That's right. I think, if this doesn't play out the way Charger fans want, we're going to talk about that out call. Just like Seton fans, we're going to talk about the out call at O plate if it went the Chargers' way,
Yeah, that's
baseball.
Baseball, man. It's a sport that's like no other. One small centimeter call could change the whole thing.
0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chased a high heater.
Going to stay calm here with the two-strike approach, shorten up on the bat, go straight to the ball here.
This one's laced to third base. Our shortstop comes up with it, throws on to first, and Seton LaSalle is going back to a Whitfield championship game. They'll try to defend their title next week against Sarah Catholic. The Chargers fall 9-6 in an absolute heartbreaker.
Wow. Man, you got to feel for these guys.
Oh,
And they put their rough start to the season, as everyone has seen, and turned it around. Our 12-game winning streak prior to this game have came back from many things, and more than that, that was the final opportunity for the seniors on this squad to win a Whitfield championship in a OLSH uniform, and especially in a OLSH baseball uniform. But I don't know, going to look to maybe flush it. We got a chance to make the state playoffs from a standpoint of playing a state game, rather a state playing game.
Yep.
But I definitely feel for these guys. Obviously, my brother's on the squad here. He's been working hard, and there's countless guys on this team that I would consider my second, third, and so on brothers. Guys that I spent serious time with, and guys that I'm proud of their hard work and their commitment to the squad. But only one team could win, unfortunately.
yeah, I think stunned looking on the faces of fans that have made the trip here to West Mifflin. This one's going to sting. Just because of how close the Chargers were 3 outs away, and Seton needed 3 runs in order to do it, and they ended up scoring all that and more. They doubled it up. They had 6 runs in that 7th inning. But yeah, stunned is it, but it's a character building thing. Been here a while, as we've talked about, Austin, and the thing that I always come back to as seasons end, as playoff runs end, and obviously the Chargers season will continue in the consolation game against Burgettstown next week. But if the worst thing in your life that happens is losing a high school playoff game, you're going to live a pretty darn good life.
Yeah.
So it's a character building thing. It's a moment of, I know that that class of 2013 that we talked about that went to the finals and lost. They look back on that run with so much pride, and these guys will look back on this too. I don't know that a lot of people had the Chargers pegged for where they are and where they ended up. So, I think as Sam Zyril is probably going to tell the guys dressed in black, there's a bigger prize still left to be played for. And you just played with, right with the team that certainly is going to have a good chance. A rematch of last year's championship game with Sarah Catholic next week. But there's a bigger prize out there to be played for. The season's not over. And you do need to kind of rinse it off and get back to it, because I think it's a lot of fun when you're still playing baseball after graduation.
That's right. Obviously, it's going to sting here. It's obviously a lot easier said than done, but sit on it for a little bit. It should hurt. Bad things in sports, you're going to lose in sports. You can't win every single game, obviously. And as you said, it's going to hurt for a little bit right now, but they're going to have another game to play next week, and hopefully more on, and extending the season from there is always a goal. Extending the season as long as you can, no matter whether you win things or not, is always a great thing. And I think it's also important, as you said, that they're going to remember some of the special moments they've had this year and the past couple years in high school. Even just today. I mean, there's some bright spots in today's game that they can look back on and really feel proud of what they've done. As I said, it's going to hurt, but got to move on.
It should. I mean, that's why winning feels so good, is
That's
because
right.
it hurts when you lose. And Chargers put it all out there today, and unfortunately come up on the other end. I mean, keep it in mind, the Chargers were being no hit for the first 4 innings of this game. It looked bleak then. Then the Chargers took a 3-1 deficit, were able to turn it into an advantage and taking a 6-3 advantage, and then the final score again 9-3 as Seton LaSalle wins it. And there's not a whole lot to say today.
Yeah.
You just kind of time heals all, and probably going to be tough to go to sleep tonight for a lot of those guys, especially the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get back to work, because there's more work to do, and again, bigger prize out there.
That's right. Bigger prize, a lot to be proud of, and life moves on. It's a great thing. Sun's gonna rise tomorrow.
It comes up.
Yeah.
It still does. I mean, again, it certainly was a roller coaster ride, and you got to tip your cap to Seton. You lost your best player to an ejection, and you still were able to rally for 6 runs in the 7th inning when your backs were against the wall. Part of it is not what you could have done; it's what they did.
That's right. Seton could have easily bowed down after their best player, probably one of the better players in all of 2A, and even we mentioned the Whippy batting title winner.
Right.
You could quit right then, and they battled, as did the Chargers did this game, and one's battle outlasted the other.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our coverage. 9-6, the final score. Seton LaSalle wins over Our Lady of the Sacred Heart in the Whippy semifinals. Chargers advanced to the consolation game against Burgettstown. Second time to be determined. Chargers were to win that game. Good news for Charger Nation. We'll be back on video with the broadcasts on the state tournament run, and OLSH is going to be back in town, and hopefully I'll be able to join them. We'd love to have Austin back on the mic for more games as well, but pleasure doing it with you. Wish it would have turned out better. Thought we had it, but more baseball to be played.
That's right. Thank you for having me. You know, this is my first play-by-play for a baseball game, and I was glad that it was able to be today, even though the outcome is not what I wanted and definitely not what any of those players wanted.
No, for sure, but more baseball will be played, and of course keep it on OLSHathletics.org and all of the OLSH social media accounts to keep you updated on when and where the Chargers will be playing next week in the consolation round. For Austin Hanson, I'm Matt Fargo. Final score again, 9-6, Seton LaSalle. And until next time, thanks so much for watching or listening to this presentation of the Chargers baseball here on the OLSH Sports Network.